Hello. Good morning. Hello, 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 and good morning. Okay, I'm going to do a poll. Hold on, everybody. Shannonsharpe. Hold on, everybody. This is April Showers of the April Showers Network, and I'm calling this Thirsty Thursday, Thoughtful Thursday, Thinking Thursday. And this Shannonsharpe situation has got me 9 millimeter hot. I am so sick of all of these athletes, all of these elite people. When y'all make it, you don't want a black woman. Y'all, y'all sit around and people talk about the black woman. Y'all call us ghetto fabulous, ratchet. We don't know how to talk. We don't know how to act. We just got a bunch of baby daddies. And mostly, the black woman was raised to love everybody, to love your man, to get married, have a family, have kids. The average black woman was not raised to go out, find you a man, and if you find you a rich man, you go look for a rich man and you get their money, do whatever you can, get that money, get that money. The average black woman was raised that their Prince Charming would come and take care of them. We was not raised to go after the men for their money, con them, scheme, get whatever you can to make it. When I think of a man such as Shannonsharpe, And is he, you know, he's a man, but what is he really? So Shannonsharpe is the biggest trick in the world right now. Shannonsharpe paid a woman $23 million. The sad thing about it is a man like Shannonsharpe got to the point in his life where he probably wouldn't even look at a beautiful black woman with a nice body. He went in the other direction. Because keep in mind, you know, they talk about the black woman. We ratchet, we ghetto, we too loud, we this, you know. We everything. Some of y'all, some of y'all act like y'all embarrassed and you came from a black woman. To look at Shannonsharpe be pimped out of 20 something $1 million by a woman that'll never have to work a day in her life. Who's probably gonna retire and take his money and invest and live happily ever after. This is the biggest con I done seen yet. Now don't get me wrong. I ain't mad at the woman. Find a dummy, get him. Matter of fact, since you didn't want one of us on your arms, or you wouldn't be caught. You know how some of y'all are. You know, you don't want you want the Beckys and stuff on your arms. You don't want the black woman on your arm. You know, 'cause we get old, we ratchet, we don't know how to talk. But look what happened. Look what happened to Shannon Sharp. You big dummy. You, you got pimped. You old trick is just what you are. A old trick. Trick Uncle Shannon Sharp. Didn't want to pay for your daughter's wedding. 30,000. Probably wouldn't even help no relatives. Probably probably talked about some of his family and friends I done made it. They could have made it. I did this. I done did this. I wouldn't loan them $50. She's, I ain't getting ready to help her. She got a man living with her. Let that man take care of her. See, this is how, you black people talk when people need help and you really can't help them or you don't want to help them. So Shannonsharpe, hey, so Shannonsharpe is it's happened to look at his life right now. And I'm saying, I'm sick of y'all men being clowned and pimped by women of the other races. I'm just sick of it. Now, don't get it twisted. If that's who they choose to be with, that's fine. But some of y'all just don't want to be with a black woman, a woman that's going to hold you down, a woman that's going to have your back, a woman that's going to defend you, a woman that's going to say, let them talk, a woman that's going to hold it all together while they're hurting on the inside, a woman that's going to get up, handle her business, run the house, her man, the kids, and everything. Because that's what we do. That's what we do. We hold you down. But y'all get to a certain point in life. You know, y'all ain't got time for that. Well, y'all ain't gonna bring the black woman around. The people, cause she might say she eat chitlins. So you go to the other race and they get you. Instead of them finding a good black woman to start some generational wealth with, grow the family, have kings and queens, gods and goddesses. Y'all look the other way. So Shannonsharpe made all of this money to have it taken away. Taking it away. See, you don't want to be with the black women. You calling us money hungry, greedy HOES, ghetto fabulous. But you get pimped. You get pimped. You get pimped. So now you think about this. Now, so take for instance the Kardashian girls. All of them, these girls was raised. Angel Hayes, these girls was raised to get with the rich black men. See, when it comes to money, people ain't got no problem. They don't care that they got issues. They fighting demons. They just with a rich man, a rich black man. And then they take their money. Well, Angel Shannonsharpe, ESPN, they fired him. Wish they shouldn't have his ass back. They shouldn't have his, and he should go somewhere and hide. And no black woman should ever date him, but they will. You know, he'll find God now. He'll start going back to the black community, and that's what they do. They come back broke to us. They come back broke to the black women and the black community after they've been pimped and tricked out of their money. And then we accept them back. No, leave Shannonsharpe out there where he's at, doing whatever he's doing. Don't fall for the okie dokie. Shannonsharpe had people to tell him, he needed him a woman. His age, he didn't want to listen. No, this is just me. Well, you know what? Let me see if he said anything about black women. What did he say something? But this black woman is upset that he done got pimped out of $23 million from a young girl, a young girl that'll never have to work a day in her life, would invest in her money, and she used the grape allegations, because that's what black men are known for, allegedly. And she's rich now. She's rich. And so he said he wanted to date his wage, not his age. And we black women, we mad at you, Shannon. We mad at you. You know, you look at somebody like Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. All that money he made. And his parents had to struggle. Now, y'all could say whatever y'all want to say. But his father played overseas. They did not make that type of money overseas, nor was his father making millions of dollars. He dates outside of his race, get married. They don't agree. And without his parents, it wouldn't have been no COVID. Okay. Didn't even acknowledge him. And look where all of that money. Let that sink in. He made all of that money. And none of it. A woman's living good off his money. So anyway, they shade black women. And then you go somewhere and pimp off your money. We tired of the shade. We tired of the disrespect. And it's just sad. It's sad that you look at us, black women, you shade the black woman. But then you get pimped out by another group of women. and they get the good life, the glamorous life. Well, we've been the ones cheering you on, but you still shade the black woman. You think the black woman's all for your money? I wouldn't be caught dead with her. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that. But then you turn around and then do everything else with other women. Shannonsharpe got pimped right along with the rest of these entertainers, athletes, and everybody when they decide to date outside of their race. Look at Jonathan Majors. We're gonna look at this. Hold on. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay.
Big black guy chokes small white woman. Excuse me, what? I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman. My oh my. This Shannonsharpe hole just keeps getting deeper and deeper, guys. Embarrassing at this point, if I may add. And I'm not sure if y'all have noticed, but Shannon has been trying to turn his recent accusations into a keeping black men down situation. To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a escape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about, and I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Well, on the other hand, people are like, scratch that. Black women are like, if he can use this to cry about black men being targets, they think it's fair that people discuss his obsession with white women, how they finally managed to ruin his career, and how he really feels about black women. Is the older women trying to shame older men into picking them? Because see, not the competition. Older women in the competition with older women. It's them young ones. Right. It's them young ones that cut. Yeah. That'll do what you want. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm independent. I pay my bills. I pay the cost to be the boss. You the boss by yourself. Them old young ones coming with it. They're coming with it, old Joe. And what's this I'm hearing about Shannon having upwards of 24 lawsuits and settling at least 23 of them, and most of them involved white women? Baby, Uncle Shay is done. And there goes the wage he wanted to date when people told him to date his age. But date your age. Well, I want to date my wage. I'm finna shut all this ish down tonight. I want to date my wage. Stay right here. Where y'all at? Hey, Chad, where they at? No, I keep it on me now. Yeah. I keep it on me. You want to date your what? I want to date my wage. Not my age. I want to date my wage. So where are they? Y'all always talking about date your age, date your age. I want to date my wage. So come on with it. Well, you talking as a matter of fact, I'm taking applicants as we speak. Well, you talking spicy tonight, boy. Okay, y'all know that Shannonsharpe was allegedly supposed to land a massive $100 million podcast, right? Well, guess what? Word on the street is that the podcast deals are off the table because his reputation has ruined everything. Basically, getting all that money is no longer a reality because Shannonsharpe's relationship with his much younger white woman has likely turned off any remaining potential investors. Like his career as we know it may be over. And just for a bit of background, Shannon typically enjoyed runaway success with his shows on the Volume Podcast Network since leaving Undisputed on FS1 in 2023. In fact, his flagship show, Club Shay Shay, has attracted millions of listeners and boasts over 4 million YouTube subscribers. But Shannon's deal with Volume recently expired, but multiple new offers had already been put on the table. Unfortunately, they're now off the table as recent allegations have sent shockwaves through ESPN and derailed plans by other media companies.
Now, y'all heard Shannonsharpe say, they don't want the woman with the attitude. I pay the cost to be my boss. See, y'all want women y'all can run and control, beat on, do everything else you want. So, okay. When you sit back and you look at all of the entertainers, the athletes, and everything, that dated outside of their race, and you see what happens, it does get to be a little madness, because a lot of them didn't think that the black woman, we got to compete with the men, we got to compete with we got to compete with the alphabet community. Anything goes nowadays. A lot of competition out there. Ain't no relationships. They aren't what they used to be. But Shannonsharpe has been pimped out of $23 million. And you heard him say, oh, I don't want a woman talking about she can pay the cost to be her boss and that attitude. Yeah, well, that's why you got pimped out of $20-something million. That's why. That's why. Then I also have to wonder, hey, I guess maybe what April Showers need to do, Angel Hatton, I need you to come over here so I can fix you up. I want to take you around all. And so, Angel, I need. Oh man, I know, girl. I'm so sick of this. Angel, I said, I need you to come over here, and I'm gonna take you around all of the rich entertainers, and we can ready to get us some money. We can't beat them, so we might as well join them. I still got some good years ahead of me. And so, Angel, I need you to make your Auntie April. I need you, you to make my last living days good. So I need you to come over here so I can send you after these athletes. Okay? I need you to come after one of these athletes or entertainers and make Auntie April so happy. Honey, we ain't thinking about the age. We ain't thinking about he wear dentures. We ain't thinking about he's short. We not thinking about none of that. We got to think about the money. Now I need you to come on over here because they gonna look at you before they look at women. Women of my color. Yeah, I'ma be your. And all of this is in fun. All of this is in fun and good humor. Because actually, this is how some girls, they've been raised. Don't think about nothing. Keep your eye on the prize, and that's the money. So, show us the money. Cause what's love got to do? Got to do with it? Nothing. Cause they don't want to be seen with us. Cause we might say we eat chitlins. Yeah, I'm looking for a wife for my son too. Yeah. Riaz, yeah, that's fine. Basically, anybody can marry anybody they want to, long as they're happy. Long as they're happy. Cause they gotta put up with the person. Shannonsharpe wasn't even married to this girl. And she done got $23 million. $23 million. Like, I'm sitting here like, when I think about this, and it's like, dang, I did my life wrong. I did it all wrong. I should have been all about the Benjamins, not thinking about love, just money, money, money. I want to come up I want to get my money off somebody else's weaknesses. Oh, Lord have mercy. Like this is the biggest con still being used. Okay? This is the biggest con. And the power of the poop nanny. Now we gonna keep this real. The power of the poop nanny. Ooh my, just think what a woman can get. And so now Shannonsharpe has nothing. He wants to act like everything's okay. You got pimped out of $23 million. You know, talking about you want to put a black baby. Oonga la la, oonga la la. Whatever stuff you was talking about. And you can't make this stuff up. But you know, Angel, but check this out. Now, in defense of ESPN, let me tell you something. Shannonsharpe, they really did good by him. They covered up a lot of his stuff. Shannonsharpe had a lot of allegations. S.A. allegations against him. A lot of allegations. Some men are just filthy pigs anyway. It don't matter what race of women they like. And it seemed like Shannonsharpe just didn't have no respect for any woman. And see, again, you know, they covered up a lot of his stuff too and let him get away with a lot of stuff. And that's what happens. They should have nipped everything in the bud when it first happened. But you know, as long as they bringing in the money, you know, people will turn their heads to a lot of things. So, yeah. Yeah. So he had some allegations. Um, Hold on, Shannonsharpe. I like to bring the facts. Yeah, he had a couple of lawsuits, a couple of women when he worked for ESPN. So, yeah. And so obviously, you know, um, some men, and we got to call it like this, are just some filthy pigs. Some men are just no good. They think a woman is supposed to be a doormat. Some men don't have any respect for a good woman. Some men they just ain't crap. They're not men. Well, we don't have. Oh, okay. They come unstuck in the end. But check this out. Some of these men, they just ain't right. And so, you know, one day, one day, women will be treated as the beautiful queens, goddesses. They won't have to put up with abuse from men. See, they gave us them fairy tale books in high school, young kids. We thought a Prince Charming was gonna come save us. We had all of the fairy tales. We had all of the fairy tales. Nobody sat us down and said, you might meet a man and, you know, they're going to have their faults. And the same thing with women. Oh my God. You know what? Disney, allegedly, everything I say in this show is alleged. Disney is full of crap. They're hypocrites. They cover for who they want to cover for. Okay. They defend who they want to defend. They want to stick to values. And it's so much that has gone on with the Disney network. When I just sit back And even looking at this Shannonsharpe situation and all of these other people, you had to laugh to keep from crying. Because in a way, it's a sadness. It's a deep sadness. It's a sadness that somebody, like you say, you value money over people. And it's unfortunate that a lot of women fell in love with the wrong filthy pig of a man. What's disappointing is to see a girl that goes to a gym. See, Angel, you got to come over here. We gonna go out to LA or New York or down there to Atlanta. And we gonna flaunt you around because we know the athletes, the entertainers, they're gonna come for you. Because you're beautiful. And then you gonna get on the phone, you gonna talk dirty to them, and I just need you to make one videotape, and then we home free. Yeah, because you a pretty young thing. They ain't got to know your true age. You just tell them you 18 or 19 years old. And you know what's the sad thing, Angel, is all of this, PEDO stuff that's going on. Like, when you look at it, all of them higher elites, all of them people, this is what they do. When they say everything is being exposed, and you see what a darkness, it's really been a dark world. But I'm going to tell y'all going to have to do like I did. I got rebaptized, and I had to really and truthfully start just really staying in my apartment more, seeking the Lord. Because I'm going to tell you, seeing stuff come to reality, man, some of the stuff hurts. It hits home, and then you sitting there and you're looking and you're like, what the fudge? What is really going on out here? What is really going on out here? You see the biggest game still being played. Get with the rich man. Screen grape cuts. Because that's what's gonna get them money. And it's unfortunate that it is really some innocent men out there that have never done anything and had false charges. Now I wonder, Angel and anybody else in the audience or in the chat. Now, do you think this girl had good intentions? Things just happen, or will she get karma? Because in all actuality, it's not her fault that he took the bait. Shannonsharpe literally makes me sick now. When I look at him on TV or anything, I literally get sick because I just think of you. You were so judgmental about the black woman. That's why we single, because we want to be bossy. That's why we alone. We want too much. And look at what you can't make this stuff up. Look at what happened to this fool. You big dummy. You big dummy. So since you want to date your wage, not your age, you know, look at what you got. Nothing. Look at how the Lord done humbled you. While you hollering, I'm gonna date, I wanna date my wage, not my age. You big dummy. Somebody done laughed all the way to the bank on you. And you didn't even want to pay for your daughter's weddings. You probably had everything to say about black women. Oh, we smack, we chew, we like chitlins. So you need to go back down there to Georgia. You need to go sit on your farm or whatever you got down there. And you need to remember where you came from and do some self-reflection on how you done got pimped out of $23 million. Yeah, his sins are exposed. Hmm. Yeah, we just giving perspectives. You know, we just giving perspectives. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what. I wouldn't want. I would not want a Shannon Sharpe around me. Uh, but there's gonna be some woman that's gonna fall for him. They're gonna say, "Oh, he's messed up. They after the black man and all of this," and they think they save him. Shannonsharpe needs saving from himself. Because he looks, you know, like he's part of that alphabet community to me. Yep. And I'm going to tell you, Angel and Eb and Riaz and anybody, Joshua, all of the beautiful people that have come to the chat and those that are in the background. I'm going to tell you something. It is very scary now for a woman to be dating because you got to find out now, like, are they 100% man? Are they on the down low? Like, what's really going on? Who am I going to be in competition with? It used to just be another woman. Now it could be another man. It can be a T-man. It can be anybody that I'm in competition with. Shoot, it ain't like girls fighting over the guys no more. Shoot. Oh, Lord, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. You know, shoot, this cat's dog fights now over men. So yeah, ESPN, they fired Shannonsharpe. You know, they're not gonna let him come back. Even though, like I say, it looks like all of these men, powerful men, you know, it just don't seem like they have any respect. Yeah. And that's what I'm doing too. And I'm tired of you people saying old women, older women, we all miserable and unhappy. No, baby. I'm glad I done reached this age where I can sit back and talk. I ain't being messy. I'm just stating facts. See, y'all call us older women because we telling the truth. We calling things the way we see it. And y'all want to call us old hoes. I had somebody come in my chat and say that. When you are a public figure, a leader in the community, whenever you are over people, you are gonna be the talk of the town, the neighborhood, the family, or whatever. And only thing I'm doing, I'm coming on YouTube. I'm giving my opinion. And now I will say this. With this girl getting this $23 million from Shannonsharpe, you know, you're gonna have more women that's gonna be looking for the come up, right? So that's why you men, some of you filthy pigs, that's why y'all need to learn how to control yourself and your urges and your desires so you don't being pimped out of your money. Every, everybody is fighting demons. Okay. I wish I knew that girl. I asked her, could she buy me a car? Angel, I need you to get over here. I need me a car. You got to come help your auntie out. But y'all know I get on YouTube. It's just my opinion, and I like to put a little humor in it. I call things the way I say it. And it's just our perspective. Because don't nobody have to answer to me. They got to answer to God, just like I'm going to have to. And so, don't get it twisted. Because I fight demons every day. But I can talk about other people too. But you know, I think it comes to a point where everybody's got a thing right. Some people, they don't like this, they don't like that. So I think it's all in what people have decided, something that they don't like. Like I know people, you know, they don't like chocolate, or they don't like this, they don't like that. They stand for this and they stand for that. Then we know the flip-floppers. They just go any way the boat floats. And this is another reason why the rich is still getting richer and the poor and middle class is still poor and not advanced, because we can't put our differences aside to be civil, to be able to fight the rich and powerful. Ooh, chocolate is my weakness too. So yeah, Shannonsharpe got fired by ESPN. I look at him and I'm just like, you big dummy. And to see how easy it was to get $23 million out of him. Man, that was the greatest game ran on earth. He was hit with the wide receiver. Oh. And so, we're going to talk about you, Shannonsharpe. I'm going to talk about you like I talk about everybody else. You big dummy. You've been pimped and played. And they say, see, that's why you have to be careful with your words and what you put out there. You know, you wanted to argue with everybody. I'm gonna get, I wanna date my ways. Couldn't nobody tell you nothing. Monique, the beautiful black queen that she is, tried to tell you what you needed, but now you needed that young young thing, and look at what that young thing done got you. Now, don't get it twisted. There are some young women that do like older men. There's some. There are some girls that like them older men. So the whole talk is Shannonsharpe not going back to ESPN. They fired him. You know. Oh, and what do y'all think about Gilbert Arenas? So here we got another guy. You know, he was running a gambling house. And everybody know back in the day, in everybody's neighborhood, they all had a gambling house. They had somebody's house they went to and they was shooting dice, playing cards, and they were cut. But Gilbert Arenas, he took it all the way up. Of course, I think he's a former basketball player. And I guess uh, he was running a gambling house. And, you know, the government's mad because they didn't get their money. They cut. So Gilbert Arenas probably didn't pay the right people or his protection ran out. And so now they coming for him. And so we gotta hear all the excuses all over again. They after the black man. Uh, all of that, and the man broke the law of running a gambling house. And you know, you want to empower women. When you try to teach women that they're beautiful, that they're number one, they're queens, they're goddesses. Like, you don't have to lay on your back to make money. You can be all that you can be in this world. And then I gotta look at this girl that got $23 million and she done went against everything that I'm trying to tell young girls. So now you're gonna have, yeah, Angel, I'm glad you stopped in. You know, how can you preach to the young girls and say, get your own money, go to college, be all that you can be, and you sitting up here looking at the women that's done had these great lives because they choose to spread their legs. How can I tell a girl go to college Get your own money. You can be a boss. And they sitting here looking at women that's done spreaded their legs and found an entertainer and a superstar, and they made it. So they're making it real hard to keep, to keep values. So they need a site, Good Girls Gone Bad. So to you young girls out there, I know y'all looking at these women that's been spreaded their legs, got with all of these athletes, entertainers, people in the community, um, and you saw them come up. I want you I want you to know that them ladies probably is paying a high price. Okay, Angel, I'm glad. Go get your own chocolate with your own money. But now, hey, money is greed. They don't care where it come from. Cause old girl gonna be laughing every time she spends Shannonsharpe's money. I'll be laughing too, you big dummy. Mm-hmm. $23 million. What the hell did we do wrong? Okay. So, just a brief analysis on my topic of conversation is we've seen this play out where the black entertainer, they make it and they choose not to date or marry a black woman, or even if they're dating them, then the other race of woman will claim great or other allegations and get all of their money because they didn't want to talk to a hood rat hoochie mama type of girl, but they got them a first class hood rat hoochie mama that took them all the way to the bank and cleaned them out. Mhm. Hey, straight Godzilla. Old head. Yeah, straight Godzilla. What you been up to? I'm just looking at the suckers and stuff losing their money. Talking about it, something to do. See, I worked for 40 something years. So it's nice. I don't have to get up. I don't have nowhere to be. And I can come on YouTube and give my opinion. And I'm going to tell y'all something. All of this money that these athletes are making, you know, all of these high contracts, man, oh man, they better hope that they don't start putting a salary cap on some of this stuff. These people getting all of these millions and millions of dollars. And don't do the right thing. April, Hollywood ate up Shannon. He is actually supposed to be the man. With his credentials. Okay, straight Godzilla. How did Hollywood eat him up? And he got so into himself that he wanted to date his weight, not his age. Congratulations, young Riaz. Um, Straight Godzilla, Shannonsharpe got pimped by the oldest profession in history because of his lustful in nature ways. So, and are we supposed to blame that on Hollywood? I don't want none of y'all to go to Hollywood. It's just too many evil spirits, demons. Mm-mm. Okay, you said Hollywood knows what they're doing. Shannon didn't. Well, yeah, yeah, that girl started going to the gym where Shannonsharpe was at, and next thing you know, he's paying her. But you know why? Because he didn't think nothing of black women. The people where everybody had the same goals. I want you to be in a group of people that want each other to make money, look out for each other, the first thing, keep their higher power first. Because I'm going to tell you, Riaz, the, the music industry has Satan all in it. You know, Lucifer was, was the angel of music. So you gonna need to be around people. You gonna need to be around some praying people. Cause you gonna need them prayers to fight off them evil spirits that's gonna come again in the form of women, nowadays men, anybody, that's got the T in their name. So they gonna make you think your family and ain't nothing. They all big and they won't. I made. So that's the sad part. So you gonna need to stay around people that's focused. They're praying against evil spirit, demonic spirits. So, and the devil knows your weaknesses. And they know what they can say. Straight Godzilla said Hollywood is responsible for Shannonsharpe's downfall. And I say no, Shannonsharpe is responsible for his own downfall. Because he thought he was better than everybody. And he started dissing a certain race of women. And he took the bait, and look at what's gonna happen to him. But anyway, y'all know I'll probably come back later on. I don't have nothing to do. Um, trying to eat healthy. Eating healthy is very expensive. Really just trying to make it and stay out of this heat. It was 109 degrees with the heat index. And some of you people that live in Vegas, that's the type of weather y'all used to having. Like this, I just been staying in. But anyway, y'all have a great day. I hope y'all enjoy the show. I like to put a little humor in them. This is April Showers. Peace out until we see each other again in these YouTubes. And I know I'll be back later on. Peace. Okay.